First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there is only up to go. And we wanna thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails.
Clothing, cars, whatever you're selling, you have a great idea. You want to put it on our platform. Contact TBISC. Call us now, 267-982-0342. TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Tales from the Jails. We are here live in Pirate Rooms USA, TNS Media Group with the team and the family. As you know, we go live every day. We want to wait till everybody get up in here so we can get things going. I want to say that, if anyone is looking to start a home care agency, the MCOs are back in Philadelphia.
How long do you think this shutdown will last?
MCOs are back in Philadelphia. So anyone who's looking to start a home care agency in Pennsylvania, the MCOs is back. Reach out to TNS Licensing and Consulting. TNS Licensing and Consulting, they will help you get your home care agency off the ground. How's everybody doing? Let's talk to us, man. And also, the number for TNS Licensing and Consulting is 267-534-5053. If you want to start a home care agency in any state, but for those who are in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the surrounding areas and counties, the MCOs are back. So if you want to start your home care agency, contact TNS Licensing and Consulting, 267-534-5053. That's 267-534-5053. As we know, home care is $1 billion industry. You could become a millionaire. You could become a millionaire, no lie, off of home care. So reach out to TNS Licensing and Consulting. They will assist you in becoming a millionaire. Contact them, 267-534-5053, 267-534-5053. You can start your home care agency today. The MCOs is back, as I said. How we looking, man? So how's everybody doing today? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? What's going on out here in the world today?
They was enjoying that Sixer game last night, that phenom, that rookie. I call him a young Bengal tiger. Go Sixers.
Oh, VJ?
Yeah.
VJ Edgecombe?
Mm-hmm. Cooking.
30 points.
What is VJ cooking in that kitchen? Somebody get that cat out the kitchen, man. Yeah. Let a few of y'all get in here, remember, before we start. Hope everybody got the nice amount of rest last night, man, to wake up for this day, man, and get at it. Let's get to it. So support so we ain't got to be in court. And that's for y'all too. Everybody needs a little support.
How we looking? Looking good. We got 22 people in here, man. So shout out to Peaceful Journey. Shout out to Anthony Morrell. I see you guys in there. What's up? Luther Young. What's going on with everybody who's been tuning in. So,
Luther Young, hold up. Luther Young, I was at St. Gabe's years ago, though. If it wasn't over 25 years ago that you're talking about, you probably don't, if that wasn't me. But I was up at St. Gabe's CBS Vision Quest. No, CBS Vision Quest is different. The Gabe's was a regular joint. But, yeah, I was up there, Belter, Kyra, one of them joints so long ago, man. God damn, it was so long. Been there 30 years ago.
So, man, let's get it. So, what's on your mind today, man? What's going on? How you feeling? Hey, yo, before we start, I wanted to talk about something too, man, because something that I saw. The young guy Foolio. Foolio, he was murdered, and some of the details from the case. I may not have it all together, but so he was murdered. Supposedly by two guys. They show the guys coming out of the house with the bags, loading the bags in the car. They leave. Go pick up his girlfriend, come back. They all get into the black car, drive to an Airbnb, some distance or whatever. And ultimately, they're saying that the girl, his girlfriend, helped set up the actual killing of this rapper Foolio. For somebody like a female who gets involved in the situations, whereas I believe she's actually, and also she was in court, like putting makeup on, something like that in court, all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, they said she smiled when they talked about the body laying there after it was done. They said she cracked a smile in the courtroom. So
for a woman who gets involved, now she was she testifying, being cooperating with the with the authorities to actually have these kids, the other two guys, two brothers, sentenced, or was she just just there being charged in regards to what's going on? Talk to us, audience. Let us know what's going on, because, but my question though is, shout out to Todd Gutter, Hood Life, CCF. Now, you got a woman who's involved, and she's smiling in court, putting makeup on, almost like she's like, I want to see she's taking like it's a joke.
Yeah, she's definitely taking it like a joke. She will understand in the next couple of weeks, days, seconds. The understanding is on its way if it didn't hit her already.
And with this stuff, like the crime aspect of like they going across, traveling a certain distance, whatever, and then they carrying guns, loading guns in their bags. Supposedly, I don't know if this is true, but this is what I see. The bags is being loaded with guns and putting in the trunk. And the woman who was involved in this situation, she can possibly get a life sentence.
Yes. Or possibly the death penalty if they call it premeditated murder. In the first degree, they'd go for one or the other. It's hard to get the death penalty, but that's a possibility she can get that if found convicted. If these allegations that they're presenting against her and the guys that she was with, or a guy that she was with, and they were found guilty of these charges, yes, these are some real severe charges.
Now, the guidelines for that, though, is the guideline different for her because she's a woman?
No, she is a human being. The guidelines fit her right down to the T. The same thing that they get that man that was with her, they're going to get her the same exact thing.
So now she's sitting in there, act like it's a game.
You think she is?
For me,
due to the fact I seen her smiling and like everything is so lexical daisy, or it's a game or a joke, I think she taking it like, I don't know. I know one thing, understanding ain't hit her yet. Not yet. Because when understanding hits you, you see it. The next person see that you understand. It ain't you sit there, you can't wear understanding proudly. You wear it with a known knowledge now. It's showing on you. It's a nonverbal. A nonverbal is a body language. I could be sitting here and hate you, and I don't got to say I hate you, but when you look over at me, I'm like this. I got my face balled up. You see it. So I say that to say, when the understanding hits her, everybody gonna know when she understands because of the look that she will carry with her.
Now, do you think like the DA and the judge, like they pay attention to that type of stuff, like as far as because it's kind of going viral by her putting the makeup on? Do you think the judge is like,
yes, they see her arrogant and they call it like a smug look, like she'll get it. Hopefully they didn't do it because right now it's just allegations. They charge with it, assumptions, and she got to go to trial for her day in court. But but by her making these type of gestures, doing such a serious matter of murder, and you're charged with it, it's like you sitting there like, yeah, you above everything else. Yeah, but she gonna learn. She gonna learn if she did. I don't know if she did it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she did. That's why she may be laughing like, I ain't got nothing on me. I don't know. But then you have people that go in there with that nonchalant attitude because they know they done slid down a razor blade into an alcohol river. So they like, well, ain't no sense in sitting here looking sorry and sad. I might as well stand on something because that's the last thing she will be standing on if she is convicted. And that's just it.
Now, I'm assuming whenever someone cooperates, or if someone decides not to cooperate, they're offered a certain type of deal, right? For those who cooperate, whatever. Even if you don't cooperate, they can offer you a deal. All right, snitch on these guys or give us information, and then we'll give you a lighter sentence.
Yeah. Or she can go in there and just plead out. I did it, and then give her a lighter sentence.
Oh, so she plead out
because that's cooperating too.
But that could be life.
That could be life. Sometimes life is better than death.
Yeah.
She might be facing there is a possibility that you get found convicted on this charge that we charge you with. We're shooting for the death penalty. But if you go ahead and own up to what you did, we just give you natural life. You got a lot of people sitting in prison and took life and was cool with it
because they know they did it.
They know, not only did they know they did it, that's the first thing intact for you to take the life because you know you did it. But to duck that death, you got a date to die now if you go ahead and overlook the offer that they offered you.
Because sometimes we can be in situations where we feel like it's a moment of for us to like seem like we're strong, or she might seem like she don't even care because she's putting a makeup on.
Yeah, she's doing that now. That's what she's doing. That's the route she's taking.
That may not even.
It's a facade.
Yeah,
she's a woman. Now I can't say she's facade because she might just be one of them tough chicks. One of them chicks with nuts. You got a lot of chicks out here that think they got nuts instead of vagina. You know what I'm saying? And she may be one of them, but it will come a point in her time if she's convicted and it carries on for a while that she will be humble Hamza.
A humble Hamza?
A super humble Hamza.
A humble Halima.
As I was about to say that. Say for her instance, because it's a girl, a humble Halima. You got humble Hamzas and humble Halimas.
Oh, man. So yeah, but it's just like and then they got the people in the jury. I heard the jury member was crying, like hearing the case and was crying, and one of the people from the jury was crying. So it's like
she got the step. She's sliding. My saying, she's sliding down a razor blade into an alcohol river. Man, the jurors is already crying due to the fact that she's being charged, or due to the graphic details of the heinous crime that was committed in this case. What she was crying from. But the juror was crying.
The juror was crying from the graphic, I guess from the graphic details.
Because, they got to bring all that up in court. Yeah, this man was slain, and he was slain in this manner, and they left him there, and they sat him cold, and wherever the case may be. Pictures, they have to paint the picture.
Pictures is like, they have to show pictures too. Sometimes they show the.
Yeah, a picture's 1,000 words.
And they got him laid there in his car, or wherever he was at. When they take pictures of all that, wherever you die at.
Well, the crime scene. They're going to be taking pictures of her too.
The video,
because
I think they were chasing the car down, shooting the car, and all this different stuff.
Yeah,
so, yeah, man. And now for somebody like them, when they get sentenced to a life or of that nature, have you ever seen somebody come back to the cell block after getting a life sentence? Yeah,
a lot of people. In the state, they take you straight to the hole. In the feds, you can still mingle around a little bit. They'll just hurry up and get you on the next transfer bus, but it be humble Hamzas coming back on the block. Can't just think about that. If you just think about that, audience in Utah, you go down for sentence and you get a life sentence. A life sentence. We already know what life means. Life means forever, eternity, infinity. It's just a void abyss. Life is just keep on straight, don't stop. And you get sentenced to this.
Yeah.
To do in the penal system, in confinement. And I ain't talking about solitary confinement. Jail is confinement, period, in itself. You get sentenced to life in that. I don't care how bad and tough you is, you will see the effect in that person that received the life sentence. You will see it. Whether they come back. And some people even knew they was getting life, but it's still like, dang, they gave me life.
I actually got it. Like,
they gave that to
almost
me.
like when when your teacher call home from school and your mom gonna phone, he's like, boy, when you go home, whoop your behind. I got something for you when you get home.
Yeah.
Then you actually get the beating, and then you're like, dang.
Yeah. Right now, man, I'm sitting here, man, and I'm thinking about that girl and the dude that she went with to do that. And if these allegations comes to find out to be they're true and they did that, like, what is she? She ain't even 30 years old yet. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if she got kids. And that'd be even crazy if she do got kids. So a good thing is for to not have no kids if she don't have no kids. But a life sentence, a life sentence is bad on anybody, male, female. But for a female to get a life sentence, man, like a lot of men, they know what they getting themselves into. And there's a lot of them that don't know what they self getting into. But for a female, a woman, bro, we talk about a woman.
Mm-hmm. When do you think it's gonna hit her? When do you think?
Oh, that's gonna hit her ASAP. Because as the trial go on, if they want to go to trial and not plead out, if they got court appointments, no paid lawyers, the lawyers is gonna be in there telling them like, listen, man, I got a way out for you, man. All you gotta do is say, yeah, you did it, man, and we can get you 30 ball Jamal. That's 30 years. And that's when things gonna start being real. Like, she ain't start hearing numbers and life and all that fly around yet. She know about murder might carry life if you court and you convicted. But for her, it got to be them sitting in there. She on an official visit, and the official visit is you sitting with your lawyer or court appointed, which is your lawyer. And they giving you and your lawyer giving you that look like, but they got so much what they call it is overwhelming evidence. That means you down Shit's Creek, man.
They got like cell phone. I heard this. They got cell phone the phones. All their phones are pinging on the cell phone towers. They got so much footage like them, crossing intersections and so in a car. It's like, for me, it seems like it's overwhelming for me. So I'm like,
imagine if you was to get it,
or if that was your daughter. Like, yo, listen, that was your daughter involved. What would you tell your daughter if that was you?
Man, shit, I'm gonna tell my daughter, like, what is there to say? After the act is committed, there is no type of trying to grind you up.
No, not grind up. I'm saying, what would you tell her?
But what can I say? Like,
you're gonna tell her, deal, but look, take that deal, babe. Go ahead and take that deal.
Yeah, if they offered her a deal, she like, Dad, they offered me 40 years. Me being the man I am, coming from doing penitentiary time, decades of it.
And know she did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and promote for like how we had Oskino up here and his son, man. Mooj they could have gave life to. But Moose took the 20 to 40. He made out. 20 to 40, I know it sounds harsh, but if you did this crime that they're charging you with, and you know you did it, if you go to court and get convicted, you could face life in prison. Opposed to you going in there, listen, man, I did it. I did it, man. I don't know why I did it or whatever your excuse may be, but as long as you taking ownership for that, they give you the little lesser sentence. So that would be my encouragement and to her. That would be my voice of reasoning, my talking to her. That's how it would go. It would go just like that. But a lot of people can't do this time, man. Like, when you doing that type of time, man, first thing first, man, is you got to hope you get a good cellie, man. Like, a lot of people go to jail, man, and, they looking at the fact of what they being charged with or what type of time they're looking at or what their family out there doing. Everything stops, man. I'm not telling you to stop thinking about your family. You are entering another world, man. When you going through that penal system, man, everything that happens out in the real world does not even a little bit, does not happen inside that jail, man. You no longer have money. You no longer have pets if you had pets. You can't have sex with the opposite sex. You can't go to the grocery market. You have no privacy. Everything is patience. Patience nothing never come like, boom, I get up and go to the store, get me a bag of chips. No, you want a bag of chips. If it's Tuesday, your store day ain't till next Tuesday. You got to wait the next Tuesday to go get you a bag of chips. And the first thing that a person's supposed to know going to jail, not supposed to know or learn, is who they might put you in that cell with, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest obstacles in jail, man. When you go to jail, it's about who you living with, man.
Yo, listen, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to break your thoughts, but we just had a situation with one of the bros. He was in the cell. And they brought a trans.
Yeah, they brought a tranny to his cell and told him to cuff up and we about to put him in with you. And one of the bros, he Muslim. He don't stand for none of that stuff.
He's like, nah, I'm not going in there with them.
And they got something for you. You ain't going there? You ain't letting him in? All right, cool. You cuff up, we taking you to the hole, and now he get this cell. That's why it goes to say what I'm saying. Like, this is the first thing a person should be concerned about. Again, we're not promoting jail. We're just telling you what goes on in jail. I hate jail. I'm scared to death to go. When I see a cop, and I don't break no law, when I see a cop ride past, I be like, I'm so glad I ain't on that side of the fence no more. Man, it's so much easier out here, man. Even if I'm hustling and bustling and trying to make ends meet, I still got a chance every day to make that end meet. When you in jail, you ain't making that meet. But like I was saying about the celly, man, you get weird cellies, man. And then you got to go through the process of, say you've been down for 10 years. So now you lightweight, you dug in. When I say dug in, mean you know the etiquettes of jail. You have jail etiquette and you have society etiquette. And they are not the same. They are not the same. Like I was explaining to you the other day, how a man may fart in the jail and a man will put a knife in you about that. Put a knife in you about doing something so regular as passing gas. Yeah. You know, we on the street, we might be at a little and fart, excuse me, man, and laugh. You do that in jail, nigga might hit that head with that lock because it's looked at an ultimate form of disrespect. The rules change drastically, but to go back to, and then you don't pick your celly. At times you get to, like say if you have me and you cellies and you go to the hole and them two up there is cellies and he want to move out on his celly, I can go to the guard and be like, yo, can I move him in my cell? They'll do that. But other than that, say it's like 4 cells open on the block and a bus pull up to the jail that day. Every week or every other week, a bus will pull up with 40 brand new inmates that come to a prison, any prison. Okay, they getting that. Now it's the luck of the draw because R&D ain't down and receiving a discharge. They ain't looking to see if you got friends on this bus to put a friend in the cell with you. You might get a white boy, you might get a chomo, you might get a rapist, you might get anything. And then
Stone Cold Killer.
A Stone Cold Killer. And besides that, all right, we're going to put all that to the side. We're going to talk about the etiquette now. You got dudes, and you learn this because I had to learn it when I first went in. You got dude that might pee. He's standing over talking, shaking, you know, regular shit on the street, shaking his dick off, but he ain't go to wipe the toilet off after he was done. Now you come back in the cell, you see piss joint. You want them institutionalized boys. You clean your toilet like 8-9 times a day. These dudes don't have nothing to do in here. That becomes a ritual, cleaning the toilet. I'm talking about a dude to piss and scrub it down with soap and water. That toilet probably cleaner than people's plates on the street. Now you in there, you don't really know because you just got here, you pee, you shake your joint off, and you out. You know, you flush the toilet. Nigga come in, he see little specks of water around the seat of the toilet. He like, yo, bro, fuck you got piss on the toilet seat, bro. You like, damn, all right, well, I get that up. Like, you really don't know. Jail, sometimes in jail, and I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people might look at me wrong, jail is needed for certain people. It was needed for me. It was needed for me. It gave me discipline. It gave me structure. Yeah. Like, you got dudes that sleep to 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, man. You not doing that in no jail. Absolutely not. Every day, Monday through Sunday. They will, if you don't go out and find a jail on that compound you at, a job on that compound where you at, they will appoint you a job. Even if you go to that job just to sign in, you're up out that bed. You're not sitting in there sleeping all day long. Yeah. So now if you got to do this for years, say you got a 7-year sentence, this is going to become repetitive and it's going to become embedded inside one. So that's a good trait. That's a good trait of prison, which is a horrible situation. Yeah. You being up, you being mobile, moving around, you ain't lazy. You don't really find too many lazy dudes in jail. You have them, but not too many, man. And ain't no dude letting you move in their cell and you can't, you might have not brushed your teeth every day on the street. You're going to learn to do it in there. Yeah. You're going to learn. You're going to leave. If you go to jail on a 5-year sentence and you never been to jail, you're coming home with traits that you never had on the street, whether they're good or bad. Yeah. That's a fact. And everybody been to prison could attest to this. You know what I'm saying? So you will get some understanding. And for the dudes that been going all the time, this is a roller coaster ride back for them. This is a roller coaster. They know how to conduct themselves in prison. They know the etiquettes of prison rules. They know all this. Like, for all these people, man, that's out here breaking law or awaiting sentencing, man, you are ready to see a world that you have never encountered.
Let me ask you a question, though. Like, you know how you just said that they can put you in a cell with anybody, right?
Yes.
Now, say it's a brother, like a Aryan brother, and he doesn't have a cellie. And
a who?
Like an Aryan, one from the Aryan nation.
Oh, the ABs.
Oh yeah, ABs, whatever they are. And but the jails know he's an AB. They're not going to try to put somebody in a cell with him, an African American.
On the West Coast, they're not absolutely putting the jail. No. Yeah. The jails start. See, one thing about them jails, man, the convicts run the jail. And when I say run the jail, I ain't talking about like having keys and guns. I say they set the tone for how the jail is going to be moving. The guards want them to do that. The guards is just there to referee shit. Yeah. They don't mind you having your groups and y'all having your cells. They don't mind that. They let y'all run the jail, and they only intervene when, like I said, they referees.
But they know better than to put like
in the West Coast. I was on West Coast for 6 years. They're not doing that. Yeah. There's not going to no mistaking and none of that. No other ethnicity than you is coming in your cell. When you see them dudes walk on the block with beard rolls and you see 4 Mexicans, just know you ain't getting a celly if you black. Like, yeah, I ain't got to worry about no celly today. It ain't no luck in the draw. You know it's 5 cells. You know it's 5 cells open and it's 4 Mexicans. You know you're not getting one of them. They not making that mistake. They're not even gonna do it on purpose. They're not doing that. They know how to. It's real racial, geographical, especially in them feds. Like I don't take nothing away from dudes that do state time because it got its own, goods and bads. But the feds, man, is a whole different type of ball game, man. It's nothing but gangs. It's nothing but cities, and everybody think they got the biggest dick in there. There's a bunch of testosterone roaring in there. Them joints be crazy, cuz. Them joints be crazy. You will learn. You will learn.
Let me ask you a question, though. Another question. Like when you describe for me, if you can, like that initial conversation between two cellies when you put a celly in there, or you come back from a wreck or whatever, you come back and you got a celly in there.
Oh man, that joint be crazy, bro.
What's that? Describe that type
man,
of conversation.
that from me, I'm gonna give it to you from my standpoint. Me, like all right, say it's about 4 cells open. Mm-hmm. The counselor come out and she'll know all dudes on the block who ain't got one man. It's just one person in the cell. She like, yo, we got a bus coming today. If y'all want to move somebody in your cell that y'all comfortable with, let me know now. So, one of these dudes is getting off the bus, don't be assigned to your cell. Me, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna take a swing in the dark. Cause the dudes that is available for me, we cool to walk around the yard together, but I don't want to live in a room with them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take a swing in the dark. Like I'm gonna tell you a story one time about John Wayne, my man from Kentucky. And and you could judge a book by its cover and be completely wrong. I judged him by its cover. John Wayne had the dreads. Kentucky is like what, considered the South?
Yeah.
You mean so when I seen so I seen him come on, and I'm like, she like, yeah, that's gonna be your celly. I'm like, well, damn. He look a little bit. I'm like, this nigga look like he dirty. You making all these assumptions until you really get to meet. And that was one of the best cellies I ever had. One of the best cellies I ever. John Wayne. I call him John Wayne. That's his nickname.
How much time he got?
John Wayne had like 13 years. He should be home by now. I lost contact with him from getting transfers and then going out. We lose contact. But if he's watching today, he know who he is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Stand up Kentucky in this bitch. But the mindset of when you get a celly, you want to know, especially me. I get in the celly, come when you see the dudes come on. Everybody's waiting around for that. Everybody waiting to see if they see dudes that they know, see dudes that did something to them. When the bus come, that'd be one of the best days on the yard. Like that'd be like the jail be bustling. You got who got off the bus? How many got off the bus? Oh, it was 32 of them. Yeah, they in R&D right now. They're getting processed ready to come on.
They know the number down to the number 32.
Yes.
Right,
because dudes that work down the laundry, you got to go to laundry first. Mm-hmm. When you get off the bus, you go to R&D, get processed. Then laundry got to, you fill out little slips for your size, medium drawers, medium khakis, socks and all that. Everybody got to fill out a joint. Mm-hmm. So now laundry got to put all this together for all 37 people. They got to know how many bed rolls they need. They got everything running smoothly. Yeah. They bring that all over to R&D. So you're going out of R&D with your bed roll, your little. Well, you go to the next day in the feds or 2 days later to get your khakis and all that. You be having like some jumper on or something like that. But that conversation be kind of crazy. Like I had a lot of cellies, bro. A lot of cellies, and one particular I could remember, and it wasn't I ain't never had a bad situation, alhamdulillah for that. But how does, dude come in, a dude introduce himself, yo, I'm such and such. And in the feds anyway, I'm like, yo, I'm such and such. Where you from? That's the first thing. Mm-hmm. Or I'm from D.C., or I'm from New York, or I'm from down south. Whatever the question may be, like, yeah, or you got a couple, say the boys say you from New York. Or it's a couple New York boys on this block too. So when we come back off of, locked in, like say he came during camp time, mm-hmm. and everybody's still locked in. I'm like, all right, yeah, you got a homie over here named such and such. You got a homie over here named such and such. You know them dudes? Yeah, they from New York. You don't know them? All right, well, I'm gonna introduce you when we come out. All right, next thing is like, listen, man, that paper, especially if you one of them dudes ain't told, yo, your paperwork good, bro? Because I'm gonna let you know right now, man, you can't live in here if that paperwork ain't good. Oh no, my paperwork good. 9 times out of 10, that's what dudes saying. My paperwork straight. Oh, all right, cool. All right, once you get to your car, especially if you ain't from Philly. I check with the other dudes that's from New York. They'll let me know if you cool or not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got reports with other cars and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But, now you seeing, how he is, how he moving. You watching how he use the bathroom, especially if you one of them clean dudes. You know what I'm saying?
You look at you watching why he go to the bathroom. What you mean you talking about?
Yeah, like if he's standing up pissing and he ain't flushing, you're like, damn, because you got to flush that joint. Like dudes are pissed. Like if they ain't squatting down, because Muslims are squat down over the toilet.
Yeah.
Now, if a dude might be your celly that ain't Muslim, but he'll respect you in just a flush instead of pissing on still water. That's how you get splashes all over the damn seat.
Exactly.
So he ain't Muslim, but he ain't practicing either. So he flushing. That's respect.
Yeah.
So you're peeping etiquettes, and he's like, okay, all right, cool. You see a dude use the sink in the morning time. If you get to the sink, like say we come out at 6 o'clock in the morning, I get up 5:30 every day. I'm already brushed up, face done, everything, boots on. By the time the guard open my door, I'm walking right out as soon as my door unlocked. I ain't gotta wait because I wasn't in there waiting to the guard to open my door to fully get up.
Mm-hmm.
So say I do that every day, this is my regiment.
Yeah.
Now, you go to the sink after me, it's toothpaste in the sink, still like soap, like how you get it soapy and all that, and that shit dry up like the soap scum and all that. You ain't wipe it out. I'm like, damn, cuz you gotta wipe that sink out, bro. Like, and then, in jail, it's a big no-no to be spitting in the sink. Ain't no spitting in the sink, cuz. Why is you spitting in that sink, bro? Spitting that toilet. Like, you'll actually come up to a dude, and a dude will be over his toilet like this. He at his toilet. This is where you shit at and piss, and he be at the toilet like this. He at the toilet.
Brushing his teeth.
In the sink right here.
Yeah.
But you'll be, like, say if you was coming for a tour for the prison, a regular layman out there in the street that don't know nothing about prison life, you'll be like, well, what the hell is he over the top? But it's a respect level.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be, don't nobody spit in the sink. But you know how that's regular it is? Now I do it now. It feel funny. Like I'm brushing my teeth in the sink, I'm spitting suds in the sink and all. It feel good to do that because I'm in society.
Yeah.
You're not doing that in prison, not in federal prison, not even in state prison. Ain't nobody sitting over the sink and he got a mouthful of toothpaste and he's spitting that joint in it. Nah. Your whole world is going to change when you go to prison, y'all. Your whole world.
So, have you ever witnessed like a situation where it went left when somebody came in the cell?
Yes, a lot of times. And don't let it go left when it's like camp time and they walked over to the other unit, to count the other unit, so it ain't no guard present on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, but we all locked in. So now you got to carry that battle until somebody come and assist. Whether it's police, and 9 out of 10 it's going to be the police because can't no convict get to you. They locked in. You know what I'm saying? So now you in there and you better have some gas. And when I say gas, that's wind to handle your whole situation, bro. And that's just it, man. Ain't no getting around it, man. You going to learn discipline when you go on them Jones,
So
man.
you hear all the rumblings in the cell, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Niggas is knocking on the door. Yo, they fighting in cell 16. This is movie time. We don't have the TVs. It's off. This is niggas is up. Yo, they down there rumbling. You hear the shit. You hear the niggas banging on the door, banging. I'm talking about like because y'all in there throwing each other around. You could, at night when the blocks lock in and population is quiet.
Yeah.
So if me and you fighting in the cell, you could hear that 3 cells down. Damn, because it ain't gonna be no little. It's gonna be some y'all swinging and y'all hitting shit, the shit falling off the table because you got property in there.
Yeah.
So you hears that.
So y'all just in there rumbling until it's a victor, so the other person not moving.
Yes. Yeah, it's fight to this gladiator.
So ain't no all right, we're cool. We rumble.
Yeah, just think about it. You rumbling a nigga that you don't know, that's not from your city. You don't know if this man gonna hurt you, so you like, let me hurt him before he hurt me. But he got the same attitude you got.
You might come in there, he might already have a knife in there.
A lot of times I had my knife and niggas is coming to my cell, they ain't got no knife. Cause he just got there. He ain't even seen none of his homies yet. I got all the way to ups unless I'm just a cold-blooded sucker.
So what may cause it to go left though?
Huh?
What may cause the situation to go left? What is it that causes it like what can be a reason for a new cellie and a person who always at the jail when they come in there? What can be a cause of them having conflict?
As far as in like, it might not be a climb. Like if like say, cause a lot of dudes know who coming too.
Yeah.
We get the bus list. We get to see who coming on the bus before they even get on the compound. And then dudes know about certain dudes. And it might be a hot nigga coming to the pan. And niggas know he coming. They waiting.
But why would somebody walk in the cell? No, if they open the cell and I see you, I know I got beef with you. I'm not going in there.
All right, well then you got dudes that do that. You got dudes that check in and don't even come to the yard. He know he like, damn, man.
No, if I see you, I'm talking, they crack the cell and I'm going, this your cellie, and I'm looking at it like that. I had problems with him on the street.
Oh yeah, you going?
I can't go in there. We ain't had problems on the street.
Okay, and when you
Is
say
that
that,
snitching too?
no, that's not. Well, you want to call it snitching? Yeah, it's a form of snitching, but you ain't telling him actually. But you're telling the authorities I can't go around him, so that's a form of snitching. But they're gonna lock you up. You can't go in there. Go in there. No, I can't go in there. All right, cuff up. They ain't tripping. Just walk you right down to the hole. Then they try you again 2 weeks later. You want to go out yet? No, I can't go. And then you sit down there 2-3 months till they transfer you to another jail. And that's just it.
2-3 months?
Yes, you're on a, that's called administrative transfer. Not a disciplinary transfer, not a good transfer where as though you transfer into another jail. This is administrative transfer. We have to get him out of here due for his protection. He done did some wild shit. So he can't walk this yard. They're not going to just have you sit because you're not underneath no disciplinary action.
You just came from a prison, and then you get to a prison, and you can't eat, and they try to put you in a cell with somebody that gets you out.
I mean, you got dudes that go to 3 different prisons back to back to back like that.
Damn.
Get off this bus, see them, know about some niggas that's there on the yard that he can't be around, go to the hole. He get to his next jail, like, find out there's more niggas that he go to the hole. He ain't never stepped foot on a yard and then went through 3 prisons. And this might have took damn near 7 months. So now he at his next jail. They finally got him to a yard that he could walk. Dudes don't really know about his acts that he done did or whatever. Now he chilling. He cooling.
And they be seeing you all the way over to like the West Coast.
West Coast, down south, upstate New York, Midwest. The feds send you all over the country. All over the country. We got a joke in there. We say, yeah, he going to FCI Honolulu. Yeah, man, the feds ain't tripping, man. Come on. Con Air, let's go. We ain't got to ride you on a bus. We got planes. Wow. Yeah, when you ever heard of a state taking you from jail to plane? Feds taking you everywhere. They building jails on the side of mountains.
Now, just want to go back to like, because it's some people, right? And I heard about this in the county. I heard like in the county, like, you know, it's some people that they bring transsexuals into the prison.
Right.
And they were saying that some, like a lot of times, you know, the African Americans, you know, or the black brothers be like, no, cool. But sometimes they say like the Mexicans and the Ricans be like, yo, bring them in here with me.
Yeah, they be fucking on each other. Like, if you have blacks that do that too, we're not going to exonerate the blacks or exclude the blacks. No. Blacks is freakier than a frog with a mustache. Yes, they are. Blacks are freakier than the frogs with a mustache. And they indulge in homosexual activity. Every race do it. But the race that be more prominent to do it be like the Mexicans. They get drunk. They run around, play the little games, grab each other ass and dicks in the day room. He'll turn around and run. And he chasing him, grabs his ass back. Shit like that. Then we over here, blacks, like, they look at these poppies, man. They on some nut shit. Now, not all of them. You got a bunch of poppies that's men. You got niggas to do it. You got blacks to do it. Smack him on his ass. Them down south boys play that game. Smack him on his ass game. Like, damn, what type of game is that? Yeah, this ain't no game. Yeah, this is some real live demented, like demonic type stuff, man.
You said smack him on his backside game?
Yeah, man, I had an old head, man. Oh my God, what's old head name from South Philly, man? Damn, man, I forgot his name. But for the men that's tapped in right now and have been to the yard with me in McKean, man. Damn, I forgot his name. But he was coming from our state prison.
Yeah.
He did like 10 years in the state. Old head was gone, man. And he came over there, and he used to go out to the rec yard at 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't people go to the rec yard at 6 o'clock in the morning. And the dudes that do go to the rec yard is the workout bulls. Yeah. They want to get down to the weight pit real fast and get their little sets in and all that, or somebody that's, you know, doing it, you training on the track and all that. And the I forgot his name. This is going to pop at some old head, man, but he was burnt out. And he was down there every morning running the track with the homosexuals. Yeah. With flamboyant homosexuals. And the Muslims would go at him because he was Muslim. Like, damn, man, I forgot his name. Like, damn, man, what's up, man? You keep running there. Like, he like, no, I'm trying to tableek him. I'm trying to give him this deen. Be like, what? You trying to give some homosexuals the deen? Like, this is the course. They're not on the course that we're on. They're on their own course. And you got to sustain and stay away from that, bro, before brothers make accusations, have you mad, or just straight pin little things on you. He didn't see, you know, he left it alone because, you know, overall he can't beat the tide of us, which is 200-300 Muslims, you know, each group coming at him telling him he out of pocket, but he's still scared. So the boy from New York, from upstate New York, I forgot his name too. It's Ramadan time. So at the end, all the Muslims during Ramadan, we don't go to the chow hall in the daytime. We don't go to, they bring us the Sahara bag, which is the breakfast meal early in the morning, or we might get it at dinner at that night. You get your little bags with your stuff that you're going to be in the morning. So then they compile both meals, the jail do, which is lunch and dinner. And then at the time of breaking, we'll go to the chapel break fast, offer the prayer, and then go straight over to the chow hall. But only one in the, now this is late, about 7, 8, you know what I mean, when time break. So only ones in the chow halls never open this late. Chow halls closed by 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
This is when the whole institution eat. But they'll open it back up for us, just all Muslims. You got FOI in there, you got Sunni, got different sets of Muslims. So, but the jail honors all Islam, everybody that say that they fasting during this month of Ramadan, which is ours.
Mm-hmm.
So we down there, whatever. Old head boy, Saifuddin. I told you I was gonna get it from South Philly. Old head burnt out.
What time you at?
Saif did 12, 13 years in the state and did like another 15 in the feds.
He home now?
Should be. This was years ago.
From Philly?
Yeah, South Philly.
All right, go ahead.
And it's a boy from New York. I don't know if I'm gonna recall his name. He was from upstate New York. They ride in the New York car, the riding apple and all that. Okay, cool. And he was thorough. He was a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Saifuddin pointed him out like, damn, man. And Saifuddin was a little off his rocker. He that guy in Oprah told me about my case. We like him. And the young boy 26. Saif 48, 49. Saif, you've been in here 12 years already in the state. You said he told on your case that got you arrested, not the feds, the case that when you came to jail. So 26, take 12 off of 26. Take 10 off of 26, that's 16. And the 2 when he's 14, you said he told on you when he was 14. This man ain't never stepped in Philadelphia. Then he said Oprah was a co-defendant of his and told on him too. But we know Saif burnt out.
Yeah.
So we Saif, man, you don't know that man. Leave that man alone. Stay out that man's face. Dudes are telling him man, leave him alone, man. Man, Saif goes over because there's a line in the chow hall. All us Muslims in there. We waiting to get our food, our tray. New York boy up front. Saif going through the line like squeezing through the line. You usually gotta wait, but he let me go up here. I gotta get a fork or something. So dudes will let you slide past and get to the front of the line. But some dudes you might gotta tap a dude and the dude gotta because the lines is small.
Yeah.
So he getting there. Who he going to? The young boy from New York. Young boy talking to his guys. They standing right there in line. He don't see old head coming. Old head grabbed him on his ass. I'm talking about he had his ass so gripped up, so tight. And the young boy, strong young boy. Young boy went to slap his hand down and it didn't move. So young boy grabbing his hand and trying to yank it off his ass. And this is how firm he had his ass cheek. He had 2 hands trying to yank his hand off his ass. And I'm and it's a struggle. And he got it with one hand, I told you shouldn't have told on me. But young boy crushed him. When he finally did get that beer paw off his ass, man, Saif ain't grabbed no ass after that.
Hold on. Was that true? Did you really tell Saif?
No, he didn't tell him Saif. Saif burnt out. We don't know that man from a can of spray paint.
So he went over there. He said he bear clawed him with him.
Beer clawed him on his ass, man. This how I knew how firm the grip was because he how you somebody touching you, people yo, you could smack a hand down.
Yeah.
He turned around and smacked, and his hand still had the ass. He took both his hands and grabbed his forearm and was yanking, and he was just holding his ass. And I'm damn, either his ass fat as shit or that nigga got a firm ass grip. And I'm yo, this joint crazy as shit, man.
Hey, listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Be right back. I hope everybody's enjoying the episode. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Tales from the Jails. I got a very important announcement to make. For anyone looking to get into IDD, it's called Intellectual Disability Housing, where you can make a lot of money in this business, and you don't know where to start. You want to find a company that can help you get it done. Contact TNS Licensing and Consulting. That's TNS Licensing and Consulting. Numbers are 267-534-5053, 267-534-5053. Call now. Don't wait. We can help you get started. We train you on how to run a business. We teach you from A to Z how to get started, so forth and so on. That's TNS Licensing and Consulting. Number 267-534-5053, 267-534-5053. Call now. You want to get into the business, but you don't know how to start. Everybody's saying you can do this, you can do that. I can show you how to do. We show you how to get it done. We train you, get you prepared to pass the test. Everything you need to do. Contact us now. If you want to get into IDD, no matter what state you're in, you can be anywhere in the U.S. We get it done. That's TNS Licensing and Consulting. You want to get into IDD, contact us. Welcome everybody back to Tales from the Jail. So let's get back. So, all right, we got off the bear paw incident, you know what I mean? So,
No, for real, man, this shit go on, man. And that man didn't even know him. Like, drama comes at you and you got to be prepared at 24/7 in jail, man. That man sitting there ready to get his
child.
They down there for iftar, ready to eat.
And this is these two Muslims on Ramadan.
The two Muslims doing the Ramadan.
He said, so he grabbed, he said, I told you not to tell him. But
Yeah, I told you not to tell on me. And young boy was like, what? And slapped his hand. Everybody quiet, watching everything go down. Ain't nobody gonna intervene. They gonna see if you be a man. And he slapped that joint, and you see old head hand ain't come. And then he grabbed his forearm with both hands on the back tip and was yanking. Man, he had it like, man, I'm like, damn. Like I said, like, and I'm not trying to be funny, I ain't gay. Either his ass was extra soft, like you could ball it up and hold it like a cloth, or shit, he just had a strong ass grip. That's why I call it the bear claw. Yeah. And yeah, young boy crushed him.
Yeah.
Young boy crushed, man, it was blood. And the ceilings in the kitchen is high. This is like a big old kitchen. Man, it was blood damn near on the lamps and everything. I'm like, yeah. Old head Cypher Dean, he deserved it. That.
How old was he?
He's probably about 58, one of them old in shape boys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but 58 is like 28 in jail.
Oh yeah, but the young boy was a little. So young boy.
But young boy was one of them too, though. Workout boy all day long, and yeah, man, I forgot his name, man. But dudes know the story though. Dudes know the story.
Let me ask you a question. So what the young boy say after? Like I don't know old head. What he say?
No, after that he like but it been going on for days.
So
that led up to this, and he be coming with his homies coming to the Philly car like, yo, we understand, man. He from Philly, man, but old head keeps making accusations to me. Tomorrow I told him, we like, yo, we got it. That's why we pulling him up. Like, yo, Syph, you don't know this kid, man. Leave this dude alone, man.
Yeah.
And Syph found out the hard way. You know what I mean? Found out the hard. That's why I tell him, man, be careful, man, because you think, then some dudes think they can just go in there and just slide past their little 2-3 year sentence. Nah, man. That man targeted that man and went right at him, bro. You got one man from upstate New York, Niagara Falls, and one man from South Philadelphia. You know how many miles apart that is?
Yeah.
The age difference and all that. And not just in that instant, like dudes are just targeted dude. One day, wake up on the wrong side of the bed, chick ain't send that money, or she sucked off somebody she wasn't supposed to. Nigga mad. He's sitting around looking for prey. Man, I ain't never even like.
So what Syph say after that? He said he still was holding on to the fact that he told on him.
Yes, but Syph they kicked Syph out the jail.
After that,
yeah, after they both went to the hole and they kicked Syph out the jail. Like a lot of backdoor, indirect, like snitching be going on. Like they come at little people. Like we gonna keep it real. We ain't capping up this joint, man. You know, in the community, the SIS is like a CERT team crew that's over top of police. But they're the ones that's there that make sure ain't no violence going on or police bringing in drugs. But they'll go to like some heads of when I say heads, meaning like leaders of the community. If they find out there's a Muslim situation or a Philly, they go to the dudes that got respect and that can be talked to, and then dudes be making back door. They're like, get him out of here, man. That situation was crazy. But but that's what happened. Because all of a sudden, they let one party out but transferred him. How the hell did that happen? Why they both can't come out the hole?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know it's some backdoor whispering going on. And y'all know what I'm talking about. We gonna be men about this. So you know.
Now this incident happens, but people already knew the truth. And so they, like you said, Syph got transferred to jail.
Yes.
And young boy got transferred out of jail too, or no?
No, he came back out.
He came back out.
Yeah, he came back out. And then, the homies, it wasn't an instance where though the homies had to ride on him.
That's what I was going to ask.
Because because Syph was out of pocket. We've been telling Syph for weeks to leave that man alone.
So why nobody, y'all saw him cutting traffic going
ain't nobody know he was going to do it. Ain't nobody think he was going up there to grab that man's ass. It ain't like he pulled up on the homies like, yo, I'm about to go grab homie ass.
So do you think it was do you think Syph was,
No, Syph was gifted mentally. Syph was fucked up. Syph was taking psych medication and everything. Syph was fucked up.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, Syph was here walking around. He said he was running track. Yes, he was. He was running the track with the homos. He was out there with the homosexuals every day. He'd go out there. It'd be 3 faggots running on the side of him. He come on, y'all got it. They like, come on, we got it. Niggas would pull him up. Syph, what the fuck is you doing, man? No, I'm trying to get him the ding. What?
Oh,
man,
so he probably was attracted to the young boy.
Yeah, he probably liked it. I don't know what the case was, but that's what he did to him. And that was just it, man. That's why I like to tell him, man, be careful, man. Yeah.
Dang.
Ayan, yeah, he crushed him. Ayan, he crushed him. So after he got that Paul off his ass, yeah, he beat his ass.
Somebody said he had a vice grip.
Yeah, yeah, man.
K and K twin gang. You see, he had a vice grip on. Now these situations. Now let's kind of go back to like the cellies, right? You know, now these cellies. Now, if you get a good celly, just explain that. Like having the
man, I done had
perfect
so
kind of
many
celly.
good cellies, man. And the perfect celly is a person that can get out your way, and you get y'all got y'all in the same time. Like a good celly be like, all right, because we all got to have jobs. Or I might be in school, you might be in school, but say we both don't got school.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody need a little bit of quiet time. And when I say quiet time, like, you know, you might want to go in your cell and put the towel up for an hour without your celly keep knocking on the door. Yo, I got to get in here and get this, or I got to get my Walkman, or I got to get my bowl of food. You know what I mean? You might be in there trying to beat that dick. You know what I'm saying? Or anything. You know what I'm saying? So everybody look for it. So now what a good celly is, you work, but you work 7 to 3 in the kitchen. I know I ain't going to see you all day long. The only time I'm gonna see you is when I come to child to get my food because you work in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I be like, yo, Feek, such and such and such and such. And you be like, yo, ain't anything good up on the block? I'm like, yeah, everything good up there. Ain't nothing going on. But you don't come back to the block till 3 o'clock in the evening, in the afternoon. So now when you come back, me as being a convict and a man, I'm gonna get me a job to where do I work at the count time. I might work down in rec yard. I might work 4:30 to 8 o'clock. So now you got to sell all that time by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get to sleep, rest.
Yeah, well, whatever you want to do. You in there, you. That's the only piece you got when you lock in the room. Or if you can get it by yourself. You know how many dudes want to sell by? I had a cell in California by myself for what? A year and a half? That's unheard of because they don't move no other race in there with you. And out of the jail, if the jail held 1,800 inmates, about 250, and that's overdoing it, was black. Everybody else is Mexican. The majority, about 60% of that, of the rest is Mexican, and then you got your others, which is Hawaiian, Samoan, or something like that. But yeah, I had to sell by myself. So getting a good celly, it's easy to get a good celly. A lot of dudes want to bid and stay out the way. It's not hard to become a good celly.
Yeah.
You see your celly, what he like to do during certain times, and then he see what he like to do, and both of y'all had that understanding. Then y'all ain't both in there having like debates all the time, because that could lead to a rumble.
Yeah.
I'm in there talking about this, and I'm expressing my point in so much emphasis. You expressing, then we in there rumbling. No, so you know you got to be mindful of that type of stuff and not get into little bickering because it leads to violence at the drop of a dime.
But you can have a celly for a certain amount of time. Y'all become the best of friends.
Yes, I have cellies like that. Jamar, shout out to Jamar, stand up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. I can't go down the list of, I had to sit here for 10. I'm kind of shell shocked. So I be forgetting a lot of stuff, and I be wanting to forget a lot of stuff that happened while I was in there. But yeah, you could have a celly that wears though that's your brother now. Like I always explain to your different episodes that, you know, you'll meet people, man, that's not from your geographical background, man, and these dudes will be closer to you than your own family, man.
Yeah. Did you ever have an altercation with a celly before?
Yes, I had a couple altercations with cellies. I'm like, what? If I fought in the cell 4 times, I'm 2-2. Yeah, they get out on me sometime. I get to talking shit thinking I'm a big nigga and walked up to the door like, yeah, the police gonna get you out of here. Hey, yo, sitting and got socked in the back of the head and all that. He turned up. I turn around, I'm thinking, you know what I mean? So yeah, it goes both ways. It goes both ways, yeah. I'm in there, I'm like, yo, you ain't locking in here when we lock back in. I'm like, you gonna find you another cell today. Nigga might be like, nigga, you ain't locking in. Now we both, now we either gotta go the hole or talk it out.
And once that door closed and locked, it's like, listen.
Oh, yeah, it is. Once that door closed and locked, and they do that count, 2 guards do count. It's only 1 guard to work the block.
Yeah.
A guard that's working the block next to your block will come over, and them 2 guards is partners now. They'll count that block, and then they both got to leave to go count that block. So now it's party time. And you in there, you can't get out. Ain't no getting. I ain't seen a man open up one of them doors yet.
Wow. Yo, listen, I want to say something too, quickly, a quick plug. If anyone is looking to start a home care agency, reach out to TNS Licensing and Consulting. The MCOs are back in Pennsylvania. Start your home care agency today, 267-534-5053, 267-534-5053. Contact TNS licensing and consulting. Start your home care agency today. 267-534-5053. So now let's get back to this Shelly situation. And you said that you had a lot of people, had a few Shellys that was like your best friends, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever outside? Well, now that you're home, how many of those guys you keep in contact with?
Man, about 6, 7 of them. About 6, 7 of them, good friends of mine, man. Good friends. I'll be down on my knuckles, man. And at times when I can't come to you for some money, and if I need something, I call right in them up, and they be right there, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Vice versa. It ain't just no give. You got to be, in order to get a friend like that, it got to be, both ways.
Yeah.
So them dudes be right there, man. I was just with Jamar the other night, met him up at Fusions. That's how I found out who your man is.
Okay.
We met up on a 10:30 tip. And Mar, he do the Halal Fitness. Shout out to Halal Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And this was my Sally.
Shout out to Halal Fusion.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Halal Fusion. You ever get this is a free promo for my guy from Halal Fusion. They have the best. You don't gotta go to the Chinese store. Go to Halal Fusion. Get all the low main and everything you want from Halal Fusion. Shout out to Nader. Now, upon coming home in freedom and being released, and a lot of times what happens is when you come home, like you said, you still keep in contact with a lot of these guys,
Right.
And come home.
Yeah, shoot, not to cut you off. Mar said something so real. When was this? Yesterday.
Yeah.
So real, bro. So real to me that it made me break down. I had just recently received $200 yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you gave it to me. Little ends, keep me through the week or whatever till I get some more for loose. He said something so real about one of the dudes that we was in jail with. I'm with my man Swee at the time. Shout out to Swee, South Philly, stand up. We sitting there, he like, man, Mark, he like, money keep calling me, money from Baltimore. He ain't from Philly, Baltimore product all his life, but he a man. Money been in there about 18 years now and got about another dub to go. And I find myself ducking money calls sometimes because I know he calling for money. And I ain't got the money. Instead of me being a man, money, I just don't like the disappointing. Whether I got a dub, he be appreciated with that. But Mar said, yeah. Mar ducks him sometime. Mar looks out for, Mar is like the matriarch of looking out for everybody that's in jail still. So they'll call Mar and then he'll come get a couple dollars from all the guys that he can't get in, or certain dudes that know us can't get in contact with.
Yeah.
So Mar called and, I'm with Sweet, me and Sweet right there. He like, damn, man. I had to cuss Fool Money out, man, but Fool Money, man, made me go on my tracks, man. He said Fool Money was calling him from like 5 different numbers. They got cell phones at the jail Fool Money at. So he like, yeah, man. He tell Fool Money, like, why you keep calling me from other numbers? He like, nigga, because I ain't got no money. I'm trying to get in contact with you. You know how it is. You been in here.
Yeah.
And by him telling that, it was no rebuttal for that. There was no rebuttal. And when he said that, it made my heart quiver.
Wow.
I thought about them days when, I'm going around asking for soup. So can I get a soup, man? Can I get a soup? So I go to the store. And one soup don't just do it. It'll just take the cheat off. It's just getting you started. You need 2, 3. Me anyway.
Yeah.
And I sent Mark $50 cash app right in there yesterday. $50 for you, man. Go ahead, send that to Food Money, Sweet $50, another $50. He got about a deuce coming to him today. He don't even know it's coming. But this is gonna make this whole week. Because I know how Food Money is, man. Shout out to the men in there. Free the guys that matter. But yeah, man. Go ahead what you was talking about, Feek. But yeah, that it get crazy. Like, that's just one example of how you don't forget your comrade. I don't care how caught up that one may get in society after getting free from their incarceration and how much stuff you doing. If you are a man, this is the phrase. This is the key in this phrase. If you are a man, it would touch you to know that your brother that you left behind there, your comrade, is in there. You know his predicament. You know what he's going through. Ain't no guessing to where as though you got to guess because you haven't been there in up 10 years and haven't been in there to the depths that we have. So you'll be like, with them, you'll think, $50 will hold a nigga 4 weeks when I got to tell you, no, it ain't.
Yeah.
That ain't going to hold to the end of the store. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll get an understanding of it. Me, I understand. So when you hear certain phrases like, man, you know why I'm calling from different numbers. Man, I need some money. I ain't got nothing going on. I know it's going on. He is not lying.
Yeah.
I know, and that right there. And he didn't even call me and ask me for the money. He was telling me what he said to them. And I have to go ahead and cash that, man. Send that to Food Money, man. I mean, go ahead, man. Because, I just can't, regardless of how, it could have been my last $50. I only had $200. I don't get money all the time. I sent him $50. I'm like, man, hopefully this will come back to me tenfold, man.
Yeah.
Sent him cash that man, made my man cash happy. He ain't had no money. He like, yeah, I'm going to cash happy $50 too, more. Here goes another 50. You know what I'm saying? But that be the honor. I ain't going to say the camaraderie. It's honor. It's honor amongst thieves. It really is honor amongst thieves, man. And when I say that in the metaphor as far as in like, you know, you don't forget, man. You don't forget, man, where you came from, that oppression, man. It don't be the next oppression that's devastating more than that besides death is probably kidnapping, but that's jail. Kidnapping is jail. I'm holding you in a little room that you don't want to be in, know about, you can't do what you want. That's jail.
Yeah, and then you come home, and then once you get out and come home and you don't have support, like everybody go through they trials and tribulations of coming home and trying to figure it out when the money is low and they're trying to get a job and things ain't working and all these different things. And then sometimes, you know, people end up, you know, going back to what they know. And it's not always the case, but sometimes it happens and then things happen which kind of like deter you. It might be a series of events that may deter you, like, all right, you know what, this is enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Anna was saying, he's talking about something yesterday, came home, it was back in front of the fire.
Yeah, me. He talking about me, had me cracking the fuck up, but that's what got me right. I came home after doing 21 years, man. Shit got a little crunchy. And when I say crunchy is, you know, I ain't had the money, man. I ain't had the money, man. I'm out there, I'm asking niggas for $20 for gas, and, you know, I'm getting it from few of the men, and few of the men I ain't getting it. So I took matters in my own hand and reverted back to what I knew. Yeah. I'm selling the Yerkes good. Everybody know what the Yerkes is if you from Philly. If you don't and you ain't from Philly, it's Percocets. Mm-hmm. I done brought it back to the 90s. I done put the fire can outside. I'm wearing all the North Face stuff. I think I'm 25, 22 again. I got the fire can lit. We got AR rifles over there standing up like crutches over there. Yeah. And I went my ass back to jail. They took me to jail again. I am through. You hear me? Yeah, I can't do that no more. Like I was telling y'all yesterday, doing one of the things that happened to me upon realizing that I'm over with is when them young boys pulled up shooting and I threw the gun under the car. You know, not threw it like actually like, oh my God, I'm scared, huh? But I wasn't ready and I'm thinking I got it. I got the nozzle, I got the goddamn nozzle facing towards me. And all right, here you go, man. I give up, y'all. That's it, it's over with. You got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, man. It comes a point in life, in a man's life, when you know when to go ahead and be like, man, I've been doing this shit for 35 years and my only outcome is death to my friends, jail to me and my friends, bitches running off, leaving. And you can't get mad at a bitch for running off and leaving you because you did 10 years and 5-6 years in, she done ran off and got up out of there on you. Yeah, man, you can't be mad at that, man. Yeah. It hurts. Yes, it do hurt. We could tell these stories all day long. Like, we could call them nothing-ass bitches and everything we want to call them. But you got somebody coming to get her.
Yeah, and then, like, it was another situation that kind of, like, helped you, like, you know, like, outside the gun violence. Was anything else that probably propelled you? Like, no, I'm done after this situation. Like,
oh, yeah, it was another. I got a bunch of them. But you see me, I got to touch the pot 2-3 times to see if that motherfucker really hot, and I know it's hot from these situations. Another time involving an incident of shooting around my way, Brooklyn Street. I'm out there one morning. We ready to have a block party. So I'm out here about 7 o'clock in the morning. I met one of the older ladies from around the neighborhood that raised 3 different generations.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, probably more than that. Yeah, I mean, you know, she'd never let us get locked up. Cops coming, we could run to her crib. Like, she was one of them. Everybody got an auntie or, you know, an older lady around their way that's like that. They love everybody from that neighborhood. She's not going to let nothing happen to them. Mm-hmm. All right, we out there. I'm out there like 7 o'clock in the morning because we was having a block party for Brooklyn Street that day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I had cleaning detail, so I had to get down there and get the smokers ready to clean up the street and all that. Huh?
Talking about the smokers.
Yeah. Okay, get the fiends ready to clean up.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I mean? Because we ready had grills out here. We ready had moon bounces for the kids. We ready had everything. Okay. And it wasn't because of me that this happened. This is because of, you know, some young boy shit. The young boys in there, they doing what they do, whatever. And, you know, backlash of stuff. So we sitting there, whatever. And she's sitting on a step. I'm in front of her on her step. And she's telling me that she went from Fairmount Avenue all the way back down Brooklyn Street to Hereford Avenue cleaned up. Okay, I get about 4 smokers. I'm gonna pay them all.
Long distance. Go ahead.
Yeah, but they just be sweeping up all the big trash.
Okay.
Like cans and all type of stuff that make it look crazy.
Yeah.
You know, we want to make sure everything is cleaned up nice before we start bringing them. We got about 5, 6 grills, like 4 moon bounces and all that. We out there. We sitting out there as we talking. Now, mind you, it's about 7. It ain't 8 o'clock in the morning yet. It ain't 8 o'clock yet. She's sitting on her steps. It's an older lady. She well off into her 60s. You can see this from 90 miles away. You can see this ain't no young girl involved in nothing. Sitting there, I'm talking to her. Her grandson come out. You know what I mean? He's sitting there, we talking, boo. Next thing I know, her grandson say to me like, damn, it's a truck coming up the street. Who that? I look back. I'm like, I don't know. I ain't never seen them before. But they stop. They don't pull all the way up on the side of us. They stop like 4 cars coming towards us. Yeah, I guess they were scared of my young boy because, you know, he one of them dudes too. So, you know, her grandson. So we sitting there, we talking still. He like, yo, look at the drone. I look back at the truck. I see all 4 doors open there. All 4 doors. I'm sitting there. I got my leg up on the steps. She's sitting in front of me. I'm facing to her, but I'm looking to the side. As I'm looking to the side, I see 4 motherfuckers jump out. All of them got screen masks on. Mind you, it's not 8 o'clock in the morning. It's summertime. Looking, and it's like everything slowed down for me. Everything slowed down for me. I'm looking. I'm seeing the screen masks, the long white faces with the black little hoods. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Well, where's they going? It's July. This ain't no Halloween. I'm looking. Now I see everybody hands raised. I'm so looking at the masses that I don't even see that all 4 of them loaded. Every hand raised. The older lady, she got one of them porches where though her porch is not wood, it's brick. Yeah. That's what saved us. Mm-hmm. She leans back, I dive on top of her. But her grandson been peeped the blitz because he pitters on it. He like bangs in the crib. We couldn't make it in the crib. She got one of them storm doors that you can't pull it open. You got to turn that knob because like a metal storm door. Like, you know how you can pour some doors open once you get the screen door open and pull it open? Nah. You got to turn that goddamn knob for it to open up. And every time I stuck my hand up there, like past the porch part to open up the knob, because they firing on us now. Yeah. I mean, they had to be shooting for about 2.5 minutes. And that, I know y'all thinking that, no. 2.5 minutes feel like 2.5 hours under severe duress. Severe duress. I'm trying to tell you people, it was severe duress. She's screaming, we gonna die. I'm telling her, I know. I'm thinking they ready to run up on the porch. I couldn't believe it. I'm talking about glass popping on us, everything. Then I just hear it get quiet, then you hear the car zoom past. I don't see it though, because we on the porch behind this brick. Man, I get up, we finally get into the crib. I crawl into her crib. The whole time I'm crawling, I know I'm hit. I'm just touching everything, but my hands is bleeding because it was her storm door is glass, and I'm trying to like shit breaking, and I'm grabbing glass. I wasn't even that. They could have took these fingers. Mm-hmm. I was trying to get in there to live. Yeah. I'm in there. I'm seeing the blood, but I know it's coming from my hand. But I'm thinking it's somewhere else too. But I never get up on my feet yet. I'm crawling around her living room. I'm breathing hard to see if I start wheezing. I'm seeing if I got. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with my chest. I'm touching stuff. But my body is numb because of the adrenaline shock that's going through. So I'm like, I just know it. So now people was coming outside and neighbors and all that. I'm running outside. They like, damn, Feast, you shot? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. But I know I got to go to the hospital. Both my tip and my index fingers is off damn near. This is how I was digging into glass to try to pour the door open. Yeah. I get to the hospital, whatever. I tell them I fall from, we was putting up glasses and we fell and all this and that. Cops don't never come for that, John. Ain't nobody calling the cops around the neighborhood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, guys want to get their get back. But after that, like, that was one of the last run-ins that I had with gun violence that I made it from, that I'm like, yeah, I ain't going to keep making it out with these Jones.
So they didn't even run up on the porch?
The fuck no. If they'd have ran on that porch, you could kiss the babies. If they'd have ran up on that porch, what I'm going to do? Put my feet and ass in there? Feet and ass. That's what got it all. Feet and ass. Come on, man. I ain't had nothing on me. I'm start throwing perks at him. He go 30. He go 15. Get away. Nah, they wasn't going for none of that. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So that was like a reality check for you right there. You know, I remember like you telling me that story, and you know, you were saying like it was crazy.
Yeah, it was bad, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I sat back, man.
you know, I'm gonna cut you off, but shout out. You know, I'm sorry that our aunt, mother / mother, she had to go through that. you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to her to this day, man. She's still standing. And she got graze in her arm. Knocked off a chunk out her arm. I mean, this old lady's 60-something years old.
Yeah. We love her to
And
death.
the people wasn't coming for us. It's just whoever around. If we see our target and he around 5 women, still go after him. See, back in our day, and I'm not trying to say that we're different or whatever because we did dumb stuff, but we ain't never run up and shoot old ladies and, you might be there with your mom. I wasn't kidding. You got to pass that day. When you was with your mom, I'm like, damn, I see the boy, he with his baby. Niggas is taking people babies and dumping them in the trash can, like, yeah, they're taping it. Yeah, we threw his little brother in the trash can. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that back in the day. And I don't know about that type of warfare. That's like a different type of joint, man.
Yeah.
Now it's like, the gloves is off. Like, if you do this to mine, I'm gonna do this to all yours. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even know where to begin to even try to fix this, type of thinking of way of moving out or whatever it is, man. That's why these penitentiaries is getting full, man. And there ain't no switchies in there.
Yeah.
What Meek say, I need a switchy on me? No, ain't no switchy in there. That's what he should have said. Ain't no switchy in there.
Next question. So, like, what was going through, like, this one to rewind a little bit. What was going through your mind? What were you thinking, though,
What?
when the shooting was going on?
I thought I was gonna die. I was numb. I'm on the porches. When she said we gonna die, I said, I know. We hollering this to each other like we ain't right here in each other's face holding each other. She said, we gonna die. I said, I know. See, but it's not funny though. Like that like when you going through that shit right then and there, it's traumatizing.
You just hilarious, but I'm sorry.
Like it's traumatizing. Like, I was shit. That shit was crazy.
He said, I know.
Yeah. I was thinking that same goddamn thing, babe. Yeah. Yeah, man. You got the man. You got the.
We can laugh about it now, but I know the situation. Like when I first heard it, of course, I wasn't laughing, but I'm laughing at you because you told us. I know
all that type of stuff, man. Like that joint be, man. That's things that make you want to end it, man.
But that wasn't it for you though.
No, not right then and there. No, I still went out there, and I still carried on. What was it for me when I went to jail?
Yeah, but and then going to jail, then thinking about
that, all that transpired to me leading up to jail. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, because I remember time we was out there. I remember being out there, and I got a friend who always tell me all the time. He's like, "Yo, man, listen, bro, why you still hanging in your hood? Where you grew up at, man? Like you were supposed to be away from that." But it was just something where it's like, you just feel comfortable about just being in your neighborhood for some reason.
Yeah,
but
everybody do.
You just feel comfortable, like nothing can. Like not that nothing can happen, but you just don't. You just
no. You think nothing can happen
because you're like
you was right.
You
think in your head. This is my neighborhood.
I can go in anybody's house on this block. I knew everybody around here since I was a kid. I know everything that's going on around here. So it's like, for me, it feel like you can just still go in there. But when I was down there that time, remember we was down there, and the young boys pulled up and the
back door opened up,
but they didn't get out. And I saw the mask. Said, let me get up out of here.
I thought you was tripping. You was like, yo, you see that back door open? I'm like, nah, man, you ain't been down here in months.
Yeah, we just be on stuff. And then what happened as soon as we pulled off?
As soon as we pulled, they spun back around that block. Here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
And then they living by that saying, spin again, and spin again. Yeah, I'm gonna spin my ass to this house.
I was gone.
I'm gonna spin my ass to this job. You know what I mean? Check the report in there, what's going on in there. Check and see what these taxes looking like at the end of this year. That's what I'm gonna spend again on.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much easier and so much stress free. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting a steady check. Like you ain't getting a steady check out there unless you got a crazy flow. I'm not saying all hustle don't pay, no, because you could get some money, but now this type of money, you got to be on a whole nother platform of criminal activity to be getting some money. These corner boys, these dudes standing in front of poppy stores, them niggas, man, niggas is working, running circles around them niggas, man. I'm talking about them niggas is up there in poppy stores stinking, smelling like feet and trash and ass. Nigga working, man, here he is. The nigga that's up here at the poppy store, he asking you for $60 to go get a re-up, a bundle of weed. Like, you go get you a job.
Somebody gave me a statement, said, I'd rather work for something that's consistent rather than something that comes with a long sentence. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, I'd rather work for something that's consistent opposed to something that comes with a long sentence.
Yeah.
It made a lot of sense for me.
Work for something consistent opposed to something that comes with a long sentence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It'll do it to you every time, man. You got to You got the, I mean, that prison life, man. That prison life is bad, and then it's what like like my man Don said that we had up here the other day. Man, I get it. We from impoverished neighborhoods, man. You know what I'm saying? Is one thing telling a motherfucker like, yeah, you could be this football player or you could be that, but what about now? While I'm trying to be this football player, I ain't got no hot water to wash my ass with. We got a kerosene heater in there. I know I got this skill. I could dribble this ball, but that's 5, 6, 10 years off. What am I do now? And that's what it be. It be the now. It be the now that a lot of people can't, sit and be patient for. See, that thing in itself, man, with staying patient, man, and staying pat, man, especially when you're young, man. You imagine going to the crib when you was young, feet? You going to the crib, nothing to eat. Mom ain't there. You got 5, 6 siblings. They looking at you because you one of the oldest ones.
Yeah.
Like, what do one do? Like, what do you? So I get it. I really do get it. But all I'm saying, man, is once you take that risk, man, the reward ain't worth that risk, man. I did over 20 years in prison, man. My whole life, man. I'm 45 years old. I just seen my PO the other day, man. I got 5 months left of probation, man. I ain't been off of probation, man, since 1996, man. Since 96, man. Y'all do the math on that, man. I'm ready to be a free man in the next 4.5 months. I'm 45 years old. And when I say free, no papers, no type of taking piss tests. I can do what the hell I want to do. Not to say I'm going to go out here and do anything, but I'm a free man. Free man. And it took me all this time to get there, man.
Yo, and your PO, man, he's happy that what you doing, man.
Yeah, he's very happy, man. Like, he leaves me alone, man. He told me I got 5 months left. He said, I'm about to see you about one time. They usually see you like once a month. And that's when you're acting good.
Yeah, so
because they'll come see you once a week.
So he see the podcast and all that stuff?
Yeah. He see all that. You know what I mean? Like, they had a little issue about it as far as in, like, convicts can't be around other convicts if we're on paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't really play that. But he on the tip, like, we looked at your joint, we see that you not promoting no, but you got 5 months left. Go ahead. I got him off your back. I keep him off your back by the time you get off. Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, they don't do that. You got to be showing them some, because they don't want you to go back to jail.
Yeah.
They got a job to do. They probably don't care if you go back or not, but they like, man, this is easy. I'm one of his clients that's easy. Oh, we going to just pull up and just breeze by Jackson. Yo, you cool? All right, cool. Because when they came to see me, he in a van. They in there with tactical gear on. They ready to go lock somebody up. I'm looking at him like, damn, he's like, yeah, man, we ready to go take my other client in. He cutting up. So I'm one of his easy workloads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I wonder what's the actual the ratio number like from like a probation officer, if they had 10 people in their caseload, how many of them that have a success story of coming home and
well,
actually
shit,
doing the right thing?
I don't know the actual rate on that, but I can tell you it's a lot of them going back to jail, bro. I'm in a halfway house, man. Dudes couldn't even get right to get out. The halfway house, bro. The halfway house. But they're telling you to get stuff done that you will need, not them. You will need when you get released into society from the halfway house. The likes of birth certificate, ID, welfare, where you get some stamps and medical. They want you to go get this, and you go outside and go somewhere else and don't get none of that accomplished that day. You come back in, damn, did you? Or you say you went down there, you say it's crowded, and they want you to bring back a form of proof that you was down there, like a paper of something that they got in this building that they sent you to.
Yeah.
You ain't been nowhere near the building. You took your 4 hours and went and seen Jane, which is cool too.
Yeah.
But staying on what you do. Staying on what you do.
Yeah, because it's like, you come home and you have opportunity, but sometimes people don't always get it the first time. Like you said, you didn't get it the first time.
No, I ain't get it the second time either. I had to get shit, I got it now. Boy, I got years of it now. I'm going to go and tell y'all stories, man. Y'all going to sit back and be like, this guy has lost his damn, and then I haven't. These are things that's actual facts. This is not a comedy show. I know it sounds funny, and it may be funny, but all these things are actual facts that took place in life already. Man, I'm just trying to tell you where the next person ain't got to go through it, man.
Mm-hmm. And now, just being home and just I just want to say to you that I don't want to sound too cliche, but I'm proud of you, man. I don't know if I ever said it here, but I'm proud of you and what you trying to do.
I'm still a work in progress, though.
Yeah, you get on
I ain't
nerves.
making it. Yeah, you one of the guys that I go to. Yeah, I mean, I'm still a great working process. I'm not even halfway there yet, but it's about getting on the trail.
Yeah.
It's about getting on that trail.
That's what
See,
I tell
a lot
you
of
that. You do really get on my nerves sometimes.
yeah, I know that. You ain't got to tell me that. The proof is in your face.
Yeah, you do.
You get days, I turn the corner, you be like, I know it. I'm looking at you the same way. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? Shoot. You know what I mean?
But yeah, we'll let everybody start getting their questions together. Now, before we do that, as we can see, we have like a lot of people who are actually tuning into the podcast. I just want to say, I wanted to
thank you.
Take time and say thank you, and that we appreciate the support. It ain't always about donations, but if you can donate. But if you can't, man, just for us to be able to have you to listen to us, and if you can, just share it with somebody that's close to you, somebody who may be may have experienced prison time, or someone who may need some motivation. If you can just share it with them, man, listen, man, that's we appreciate that even more than a donation. So, we're just here to try to help, because if we can help one person, even though it may sound like some things is funny, but it's actually really, really serious. But listen, another thing, to my guy just texted me, man. It was something that it was a situation where it was this guy, man. It's like a clip going viral. His baby mom knocked on the door, his girlfriend knocked on the door. I don't know if you've seen it, and
he was in there with another girl?
I don't know, but she knocked on the door. Then four guys ran in there on him or something like that. Like 4 guys ran in, and he ultimately, I believe, he got killed. It's like,
hold on, his baby mom knocked on the door.
Yeah, she called him, knocked on the door. So I just saw like the videos. My guy, I was just watching this now. God sent it to me, said, and it was like, so I think she might have set him up.
Well, she might have.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying.
See, a lot of, and I want to get to this too, man. And I get it, but we got to deal with cold hard facts. A lot of stuff be happening to these women out here, right? They get murdered. I'm talking about murder, and peace be upon these women, man. Peace be upon. Nobody should be getting brutally murdered. They got kids. I don't condone that. And then everybody go to, oh, that was such and such. She got 3 kids, and she was working good. And I get all that. I get it. But just because you are a woman and you playing street games, you getting niggas set up, you getting niggas rides. See, they don't know about that part. The media don't know about. All we know is you got murdered, and it's a woman, and you got kids, and you got people that's depending on you, and it's callous looking like, this is a woman. How can somebody shoot a woman 40 times? Man, you women be out there committing acts, man, that you be doing nigga shit. Nigga shit. When I say nigga shit, not black nigga shit, man shit. You getting nigga. What you think a nigga gonna do, man? You got him lined up and tied up, and all his little money he done worked for, he done had $290,000 in there took him. What you think he gonna do? He find out you got that play put into play. Come on, man. Like you got these women got to take accountability too, man. These women now, when the women's getting killed because of a relationship wise, he out of pocket because the man can't stand that she wants some other dick. Man, go and get your goofy ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? But these women that's partaking in this street life, and they get street life acts, can't nobody be crying and bringing teddy bears and all that, man. I don't want to hear that, man. Once I hear that she was involved and she did this and she did that, that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. You do dirt, you get dirt.
And just to ask my question, the second part was I believe they caught her, and she's either told on the people that did it, or basically they think she's going to tell. Do you think that's the case? A lot of times women do stuff. She probably didn't know they was going to kill him in there.
That's why you don't put a woman in your business. You don't put a woman in your business. These niggas too. You don't put no shit. Nowadays, you could get away with probably putting women more sturdier than these dudes. Nowadays, it's in flip. You get a chick and be rob 10 banks with you and keep her mouth shut. You do it with a nigga. Yeah, me and my man did it, and we got this and that. Niggas is crazy. They gossip more than these hoes now. You know what I'm saying? But under normal circumstances, a woman gonna get you up, especially if she got kids and all that.
So them guys is probably, if they not out of court, they good as toast because they got her, and they saying that she set it up. So I'm assuming. That,
oh my God, she know all the intricacies and all that, and then she thinking they know I ain't want to do it. I should never. They asses through.
I killed my boyfriend, killed my husband, whoever he is.
You know, because half the time it probably wasn't meant to be a killing. We just gonna go take the money. They think they're not looking at what can happen. They're looking at what they planned.
Yeah.
It'll go left at the drop of a dime. We just supposed to go in here and get this money. Yeah,
he might got a gun in there.
Yeah, you in there by yourself. I'd have gave it the drop. Yeah, if he in there by himself, he ain't got nothing on him in the bag, money right there. You thinking it's just gonna be, yo, chill. Let me get this and I'm out. You might reach for the gun. We ain't expect that. Now I done pulled the trigger and shot you in the face. But she done put the whole thing together. She ain't shoot you in the face, but she put it together. Why you do that? What you, man, a nigga tried to take my gun. What you mean why I do that? Now the shit is just all the way to the left. And a lot of women ain't going in there holding that type of weight, man. I'm just saying, just look at the numbers, man. What women you see going in that holding that type of weight? Not to say it ain't none that's sturdy. It's a lot of women that's sturdy. Shout out to the women that's sturdy, that's mothers that's standing on business.
Have you ever experienced somebody up, like in a joint that had that type of case where they did something with a girl or something, and then she ended up
and the girl, yes, plenty of joints. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, did something with a girl and the girl got your ass booked to the side.
All right, y'all, listen, we're going to take our questions now, man. So let's see what kind of questions we got. Let's see what we got. All right. Oh, somebody asked about that book. We're supposed to bought that book.
Oh, yeah. What I'm going to do is, I didn't find the book. I got it somewhere. What I'm sometime this week, or if not this week, next week, I'm going to have one of my guys come on the show, on the live, and break down the whole finest of what you're talking about. He is the book. He is the walking Busted by the Feds. That's the name of the book, Busted by the Feds. And it tells you everything between from violations to time to category to criminal history. He will be on the show this week.
Yeah, man, we appreciate the extra support. Anybody got any questions they want to ask?
Question time. I know y'all got some questions. For the ones that ain't never been to jail, they got questions. For the ones that's going to jail, that can't duck a sentence, they probably getting a little 1 to 2, 2 to 4, whatever you got to go, and you want to know something before you go. Man, I'm right here, man. I'm right here to answer all your questions for you. Again, I appreciate your support, man. We growing. We growing on this live every day. We growing. We looking good. We got a lot of content to put out there to y'all. I got a lot of facts. I don't like to say stories. I got a lot of awareness coming your way. Be-awareness, I should say.
Carlos Williams said how he feel about FS the Bender being locked back up.
Man, and you know that's my little guy,
Shout
man.
out to FS.
Damn, man.
Yeah,
and I had him up here.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to FS. But for me, you know, it's no matter who it is, man. You know, like I said, some people deserve to be in prison. Like some people, like you said, certain people that mess with children and you know, out here harming women, raping women, and so forth and so on. I believe certain people deserve to be in prison. But it's just unfortunate when you see people, because if you look at if y'all ever get opportunity, go and watch the FS the Bender interview, and you see that he was speaking about, you know, change and doing things different with himself and his time. And just unfortunately, he got caught up in a situation where he's back in prison, and I think he got sentenced. Right? They give him time yet? He's in the feds, right?
He's just in the feds. He didn't get time yet.
But I think it's for a weapon. I don't know if he got time, but it's for a weapon. So, but you know, look, if you go back and watch the podcast, he was talking a lot of good stuff about what he's looking and trying to do different. You know, you can go ahead and watch it, man, and see it. You know, and you know, you'll see the seriousness in his voice in regards to that. Shout out to Mansa for the actual donation. You know, he had a question. He said, "Can you talk about the mental games dudes play in jail?"
See, but that's like a little, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? The mental games, as far as in, like, if you're talking about like how dudes finesse women out of money for commissary and stuff like that, that's heavy. You know, especially if you at a jail to where there was cell phones floating around, you could go on a POF. That was my joint in there. POF stands for Plenty of Fish. It's a dating website. You know, we go out in the rec yard, do all these burpees, get real big, takes nice jailhouse pictures, and there's a lot of lonely women out there, man. There's a lot of lonely women with some money, man, that's looking for attention, man. And, you know, we call them, you know, the fat women, we call them heavy Chevys, you know, for the ones that look kind of wild and crazy, we call them lot lizards. You know, and
but not all of them have those type of. Some women are beautiful to just have.
Yes, but with the ones that some women, some ain't. And some ain't. It's a two-sided coin. You got heads and tails. But, you know, majority of the chicks that's doing this be the ones that's really, like, can't really get nothing out here.
Yeah.
So they lean on the prison dudes. No, prison I lean on back on them. Well, listen, I need 200 for a such and such. And they're eager to do this. So they have a lot of game. They're sitting in there all day long reading like me. I read 99,000 books. Literally. This ain't no guess. And I'm downplaying it. Just imagine how many books one can read in 21 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, your vocabulary gets broader. The way you put sentences, the way you put everything together. You know, speech is more powerful than physical. If you can lock somebody in mentally, they body gonna follow. The physical gonna follow. The physical lasts way longer than the mental. The physical, I mean, I'm talking about the verbal, like how you communicate with a person.
Yeah.
Man, you can break a person down with words harder than you could break a person down with fists. You know what I mean? I could beat you up, knock you out, you wake up, you still want to rumble. I could say something to you and you'll remember the rest of your goddamn life. You understand what I'm saying? You might forget this ass whooping by next week. But these words, you gonna hear from them. So there is a lot of finesseful, and I would say I'm one of them. You know, a girl of mine that I was dealing with, and she liked to say, man, one thing about you, you can talk a good game. And I had to sit back and look at myself in the mirror, and she was absolutely correct.
Yeah, I heard about you. They said you could talk to the panties off a nun and the teeth off a granny.
Yep, you goddamn right.
Yeah, they said about
one thing about prison, you learn how to talk very well. Very well, because it's more so of a mental thing than it is a physical thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
John Michael said, Black, I got 12 months flat, my first time in an actual prison. I went to the county plenty, but this is my first time going to actual prison. What should I do to prepare myself for what to expect? Now, what you should do is you should contact, Tales, go to www.talesfromthejail.com, and you can also book a consultation so you can know what's coming your way. But I guess he'll give you a brief synopsis, but you should contact www.talesfromthejail.com, and he can talk to you exclusively about this. You know, if you want to get some information about his case in depthly, First
and foremost, man, make sure you got a couple $, man. If you out here, and then you got a year, that's nothing. I'm saying I'm not saying it like that ain't nothing, because a year could be a person's 10 years, if you get what I'm saying. But make sure that you got you a couple $, man, a year. I would say $1,000 will hold you over for that year. $1,000 while you're in prison. Now, I don't know if you're going to state or feds. If you're going to the state, you got to buy a TV. Anything a year over you will be going upstate. You will be going upstairs. Anything under a year, you'll be doing a county bid. So you're going to the state. I don't know if you're going to the feds or the state, but if you're going to the state, bring you a couple $, in with you. They put that on your books, man. Get your afraid. I hope you ain't worried about no woman. You got a year. Don't be worried about no woman. If you got kids, make sure that you have a conversation with them upon going to turn yourself in to do your year flat, and build a good communication with them. A year is basically nothing. A year is like going on vacation. Especially if you got to go to jail. It's like, that's something that you can endure. Now, upon getting in the jail, mind your business, man. Don't be all one of them Joe-ass niggas all in niggas' faces and trying to find out the goings. No, sit back. You're going to see how things operate. You're going to see which way to go, which way you're supposed to walk. You don't need to be in too many niggas' faces asking what's going on. And, stay away from them gambling tables. If you ain't got the tab to pay it, stay away from it, man. You got a year. That shit is over with. You can walk this joint down fast, and it go fast. One thing about the prison life, them days be popping. I'm talking about, and you be tired. Because you ain't getting no naps. Ain't no naps in there. Once that door crack, you up. So when they do lock that door back, you getting your little sleep. So you're going to get rejuvenated. You're going to grow. If you out here and you was using drugs before this year, your skin complexion going to get back to what it is. Your lips going to get clearer and ain't going to be crusty and all that. You know how it is when dudes smoking weed and they get the little black lips and all. Now, you ain't going to have none of that at the year. So use this as a mental change for you. And when I say a mental change, meaning like you going in there and you getting things back in perspective. Because that's what jail could do for you also. Like, you could get things, like, you got time to think now. See, out here, with the hustle and bustle of the world of paying bills, going to work, maintaining your car, maintaining your woman. If you got kids, you maintaining that. You're all over the place out here. And there you have absolutely no worries at all. You ain't got to pay rent. They feeding you 3 times a day. Hot water on all the time. So you have no worries. What you can do is formulate a plan for when you're getting released to society, because you're going home. You're going back home. And that's just it.
Yeah, and Ahyan 215, that's my nephew's name too. He said y'all should get Quilly on this joint, be hilarious with y'all. But yeah, we us and Quilly, we on I'll say a positive collision course, whereas though it'll happen really soon with us and Quilly. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you got going on?
Mark Carter said, speak more about your transition back into the free world. I know Shayteen stay beautifying was forbidding. Appreciate your transparency. Streets is watching. Mark, yeah, that was a good, like, That was a good question that you asked me, Ed, man. It is absolutely hard from my point of standpoint, where I come from. But can it get done? Yes. But it's absolutely hard. I like things, man. Who don't like things? Who don't like to take their girl out on a date, have their kids and buy sneakers when you're bit? It's for me to sit up here and be like, man, you could do it. That joint. No, I'll be sitting here lying to you, man. Especially if you're a man and you was a man that used to doing things, whether it was criminal or you had a great ass job and don't have it no more. And a man just want to be in the forefront of his whole situation at all times, whether it be your family, your friends. This is what a man wants. And it's hard, man. It's hard, man. I have good days. Some days is better than others, man.
Mm-hmm.
I go through it, man, but staying packed is the key. And when I say staying packed, staying the course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do right and it's easy to do wrong. Always remember that, man. It's easy to go get some perks. It's easy to go get a gun and run in the store and rob. That's easy. That shit easy as shit. It's hard to get up every day at 6 o'clock, man, to pray. It's hard every day to get up every day, 6 o'clock, go to work every day, busting your ass, getting this little paycheck or whatever you're getting. It's hard to keep, paying this rent when you living from check to check. That's the world. But us as men, we say we men. We like hard, right? Pause. You know what I'm saying? We say we want to go through it, and we say we've been through it, and men is supposed to be of a callous nature. So if we say we men, then we supposed to embrace hard into his ease. And that's just it, man. I mean, it's really not no more to say to it, man. But I have days that's better than others, man. But I'm still out here. I'm striving. I'm struggling, and I'm striving. And that's just it.
Yeah, so we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Like I said, man, ain't no nation like a donation. So if you guys can donate to the podcast, we definitely appreciate that for sure, to keep us going. Like you said, show support to keep us out of court. Got that from my guy, Otis Ryder. He always say that. And so we appreciate everything that's going on. Anything else you want to add before we go?
Stay out of jail, man. Stay out. It's lovely out this joint, man. You get to wake up, do what you want every day, man. You get to fart without nobody putting that knife in you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, you get to do a lot of things, man, that you can't do in jail. A lot of things that you can't do in jail.
Okay.
So, stay free.
Stay free, stay free. And also, don't forget to check us out on TBISC, the best in sports entertainment. We are on TBISC. Go to TBISC on Instagram at TBISC247. And then on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube at TBISC, TBISC247 Sports. Check us out. Or I'm sorry, TBISC Sports 247. I apologize. And I want to thank everybody for reaching out to us and being a part of our journey.